Okay. People, pay attention.
What's going on, cool people? We back in the biz. What's happening?
They ain't that cool, first of all.
Happening.
Hey, man.
They not. Too much going on for them to be that cool. But
Dog,
anyway,
in 2 days. In 2 days.
Listen.
Since we last seen each other.
Right.
A whole lot of.
Yeah.
What's going on? Welcome back to Let's Cook Podcast. I am the Melanin God himself, Jay Fleming. What's going on? To my left, what's happening?
What's up? I am not a melanin god.
She's a melanin goddess. Get it right.
It's your girl, What Up Dread, a.k.a. Shia.
All right. Big homie.
Baby, hold on.
Homie with the fit. Homie with the fit.
Yo, listen.
Looking sharp, brother.
I'm not fucking taking any slack from you niggas tonight. This is not the fucking
We
time.
on the same team.
Right.
This is not the time, nor the place, or the fucking time for this nonsense.
Say time
okay?
twice.
Nor the place, nor the time.
Nor the fucking time, okay? It's your boy LES. Always say less. You could say more, but why?
God.
AKA Daddy Fat Snacks in the motherfucking building.
You want some lotion?
Do I need lotion, nigga?
Nah, I mean,
You always tell people to put lotion on.
right. So
Okay, sure.
I'm just being,
let's go with the lotion.
olive lotion branch.
All
That's
right.
all that is.
Nigga,
Cool.
what?
EJ lotion,
I don't even understand it.
more than ashy.
Always classy.
You know.
Holy moly. We are off the rails.
Yeah, already. Yours truly, DJ Nas, checking back in. Happy to see y'all. Happy to be around you, good people.
Damn,
Happy to
that's
be
some
healthy.
oily-ass
And
oil
why?
lotion, bro.
Why are you talking over my intro? Like some things you just can't put up with.
Hey,
Oh, this shit
man.
is mad oil, nigga. Where you get this from? The
Um, That came from what hotel?
the
was that?
DoubleTree, nigga.
The Low Hotel,
It's expanse.
South
Oh.
Beach.
Oh.
Number one,
It's
first of all.
expanse.
Damn,
Never
man.
First
had the
of all.
lows. Don't you wasn't touching the
Toes.
toes.
Come on. You see what I'm saying?
When
Thank
that
you.
lotion spread like that.
Baby.
It's fancy.
Hey.
Baby.
Nice be
Baby
out
don't
here,
trip.
man. Ain't no Motel 6 for nuts.
Cause you could
Not
get
at
it.
all. Shoot.
God damn.
Anyway,
Gee,
what's your name? I'm
we're
sorry.
back. Goddamn, it's gonna be Julian for
What is
real
it?
in a minute. DJ Knots,
Okay.
more than the DJ.
Yeah.
You wish you could, but you shouldn't.
Oh, damn.
Take that how you will.
Your DJ could never. What is going on?
It's a different button when you're facing this way. 'cause-
What is going on here?
This is less cook, man.
yeah.
Yo, it's
What's today? What's
today
It's the 16th
Today is
of
the
June.
16th.
Gemini
Today-
season's about to be a
Today
wrap.
today is very, very important today. You want to know why? Can I tell you why?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So, all of the pressure that niggas have been putting on all of the administration made Donald Trump get on TV
What'd he do?
today and lie through his fucking teeth again
I'm about to say,
And
why is
promise-
this special?
and promise some shit that's already fucking happening with police reform.
Okay.
Why is this
So-
a special thing?
Because someone like a Candace Owens will take this and run with it and say something
Not her.
to the fact that Donald Trump is doing what black people want him to do.
But this is my
so
thing.
why,
now.
hold on.
I'm bad.
So
I'm
why?
bad.
So why don't we vote for this nigga? I'm super sick of black conservatives. Like I get it, y'all niggas like shit, bro. I get it.
Who's paying her?
But it feel like a minstrel show, bro.
Man,
It feel like a minstrel show. It feel like her, Cookie and Brooke, whatever them.
They got fired. They got
fired.
outta here,
There's
yo.
two ladies.
They got fired.
That's what I'm saying. Like it feel like a minstrel show. As soon as they don't need you, you out of there. Candace Owens is the same girl that NCAA helped get $37,000 because niggas was hating on her in high school. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I knew the NAACP did something for Candace Owens.
Correct. They got a
didn't know
$37,000.
You
Because
said
two
NCAA, and I
seconds
thought she was out here
NCAA.
balling, so
I mean,
was just like,
NAACP. My fault. Bitch, you wasn't with shooting in the gym.
It's like, wait a minute. She may get be a point guard. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she got hit in the face a couple times with a basketball, but you know.
Ooh, easy.
Ouch.
Listen, we don't have anything to do with her.
Gunshot.
Nothing personal. We don't do personals here.
What
Only
you mean?
factual.
I was making an observation because
So-
that is very factual.
So listen.
Her nose goes. All right, sorry.
So listen, right? So the last couple of conversations we had was definitely political. based and all of this other shit, right? I just want to know, because we all have friends that are not on the side we on. That's just being grown people.
Yeah, that's just real shit.
That's just grown people
That
shit,
is
right?
real shit. Yes.
I want to know from each one of you, right? How do you feel when you hear somebody that looks like us, that sounds like us, but does not share the same view as you, Shia?
Like, for real, my first thought is, okay, let me try to do the right thing and try to correct them and collect them. But
Hold
then
on.
it just, yes.
Collect and correct.
Collect
I'm with
and
that. Yo,
correct.
hold up, goddammit. Air horn for that. Collect
So
and
I'm like,
correct.
let me try to have this conversation, but it just spirals out of control. And then I'm trying to talk you through it and help you see different perspectives, different points of views. And then we have a comprehension problem. So then we just agree to disagree so that we can remain friends of some sort.
I don't think they deserve your friendship after that.
That's been my experience so far.
That's my opinion.
I'm just waiting to get tagged in. Y'all go ahead and express yourselves.
You got a lot to say.
So you're next, sir.
I'm next.
Yes, you, please.
Hell, well, tag me in. Somebody.
Yep.
Being group, tag
With
me.
the nice
Okay,
lotion.
all right. Yes, please, buddy. With the good lotion, with the lows lotion.
So again, I want to know, how do you feel when they
Okay.
look like you, sound like you, but don't share your view?
Okay. This is going to be sweet and to the point.
Okay,
Um,
I like that. That nigga said sweet to the point.
So I understand that not everybody's going to believe the same thing and feel the same way, right? I get it. Boom, bang, bow. Normally, I would, as long as our moral compass is the same, I'm good. Like, y'all see me and Les argue back and forth all the time about stuff all the time.
Never.
We don't see everything. We don't see everything eye to eye. The difference is our moral compass is the same. Our foundation is the same. So certain things that mean something to us just as humans is the same. So to answer your question, if you are a person who looks like me and you can't see just the humanity in being black, if you have to question anything that I'm saying about this type of stuff, if you have an issue with it, feel free to forget I exist. Feel free to lose my number. Feel free to just move on. I don't want you to stress yourself worried about me because I damn sure ain't worried about you no more. If you cannot stand up and remember that you actually have melanin, that you can't wipe away, that you can't hide, that you can't cover, if you don't realize that you can't go out here and identify as white, but you can identify as everything else. If you don't see that, if you still don't understand what I'm saying, what other black people are saying, then you have decided willingly to remain a part of the opposition. That's just how I feel. So no longer is it an excuse that I have, that I know good cops. No longer is it an excuse that I know good white people. No longer is it an excuse that you black, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. No, if you don't understand what our stance is, what our plight is, then you have made a decision to me to be with them. That's it. I have no problem with losing your friendship because this is a life or death thing. And if you can't say that you want to see me alive in every aspect of your life, say that you want to see me alive and thrive like you are alive and thrive. If you don't see that at any moment, your way of life can be stripped from you. I mean, it's the story of OJ. So you can
Wait, what?
you can.
I was thinking about that earlier
Think about
today.
it.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Yeah, the first line. Okay, like if you can't see that the same things that affect me are going to affect you, this ain't about politics. This ain't about who you like, what your stance is on taxes and shit. No, this is about, do you believe that somebody who looks like us should be allowed to just be or not? And if you feeling like you got to constantly preface shit by saying, all white folks ain't bad, all cops ain't bad. If you feel like you got to do that, I'm not explaining shit no more. Either you understand what the fuck I'm saying or you don't.
I hate to cut you off. I got to moderate real quick.
Go ahead.
I got to moderate.
Go ahead.
So Nas.
Sweet and to the point. Appreciate that.
So,
Hey, man.
so how do you
Shorter
feel?
than normal.
How do you feel when you look at someone that is of us, that sounds like us, supposed to be from the same culture, and can feel the tension around where we at in space and does not get it. They don't get it. What is your thoughts?
I feel sorry for their mother. I'm not even joking.
Ain't that
I'm
what
being
the
real.
Korean lady said, Men's Society?
She got it from me, damn it.
What
I
you say
feel
about my
because
mama?
Most of the time, people, if we really went to the root of it, no, let me answer your question first before I start doing all of that.
No, I asked you the question. You answer.
Yeah, but my answer goes, it be going. So before I start going, I'm just going to answer that part first. The thing of it is, I feel some levels of compassion for him because you know that hurt comes from somewhere. You know something done damaged or been knocked over or been crisscrossed, and the message is not computing. It's not in alignment with where it needs to be. They're not identifying, and they're not seeing themselves as a possible victim for those things. So that's part of the problem. So when I say I feel compassion for them, but it's just like, damn, if you don't understand how this is affecting everybody that you know or connected to in one way or another, and you still feel the same way, you got some other deeper issues going on. So that's why I say I can go. But yeah, that's where it starts. I don't choose to waste my time dealing with people like that. If I know that's where your limit of understanding is, that's where our limit of our conversation is going to be. You know, I've seen some people, thankfully, who I started off having discussions with, and they were actually ALM out here. They were All Lives Matter out here, and I was like,
So
you sound stupid.
So feel me. Shamika, shout out to Chef Shamika. She always fucking with me.
What up,
She
sis?
says,
What's going on?
call me angry, call me whatever. I say fuck them too, because people know right from wrong. And that seems to be a consistency out here with everyone. They're like, man, you niggas see what's going on with us, right? So why are we not in lockstep? You know, you just have people that, and I don't want to believe it, but you have to believe it at this point, that they like white supremacy. They believe that white supremacy is the only way of life that they can prosper in.
You know,
because I wouldn't hear dumb shit like take the police away and watch what happens. Or my favorite, it'll be more black on black crime. Listen, crime is not fucking color based.
Crime is crime.
Crime is proximity based. So I wish people would quit saying stuff like this black on black crime. When white people kill white people, we don't ever say white on white crime.
Right.
We always say, oh man, them white folk killing each other.
Right.
That'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, but to black on black crime is created so that everybody and their mama can feel like we can talk shit about black people, because if they do it to themselves, then what are we like? Y'all, like the trailer park don't have millions of white people there killing each other. This shit is stupid. This shit is stupid.
It's crazy because a lot of folks we live in a society where it's easy to spin shit. You spin until it's beneficial for you. So if my mission is to break your solidarity, then I'm going to show you your deficiencies, and I'm going to heighten it to make you believe that you are subpar, that you are less than, or that people that look like you are subpar and less than. And I may pick a couple of you to build up to make you feel like you're better than the ones who are less than. Okay. And so when you've been groomed that way for so long, like when people go through AA meetings and substance abuse, they're practicing sobriety. We have to practice our own value. We have to practice thinking that we mean something. And that's just one less bullet that they can shoot at us. You can't tell me that I ain't shit now. You can't tell me, like, you never could tell me that, but you can't tell.
I know some women that'll tell me that you ain't shit.
That's all right.
Listen, I hate
they
to cut
loved
you
me
off,
once.
Right? I hate to cut you off, right? Here's my question. Here's my next question, right? I'm going to let you start it off, right? My next question is, during this time, right? Because we've had a time for sadness. We had a time for grief. We've had a time for everything that's been going on, right? What is something that you wish black people would stop saying during this time right now?
Blue Lives Matter.
That's what we saying?
You hear black people saying Blue Lives Matter? Okay.
Yes.
Who are your
And it is
friends?
blowing me because it just made me feel like this is not what we're talking about right now. And it's like a little coon gut punch. And I'm like, I don't want to be out here calling people a coon. I'm trying not to go there.
That's my word.
But, I mean, every time I see somebody say, oh my gosh, well, what about those officers? Where can we go donate? Is there a GoFundMe? Oh my gosh, a homicide? Well, just get her out of here. We're just going to wait on the GBI because they have the final say so. I'm like, are you really like?
I don't like your friends already. Listen,
I got you. I'm not really feeling them.
Do y'all not have police officer family members?
Hold on.
No.
I'm waiting for y'all to tag me.
Do anybody have a police officer family member?
No tag in real quick.
I'm just waiting on you to tag.
Knots. You are out here in this world, sir. You are definitely in the community making these moves, right? What is some shit that you hear daily from Black people during this time that you want to stop?
The machine gun funk that they have of trying to shoot everybody who has something to say on the news. We taking out our own because we keep hearing people say there aren't any Black leaders. Well, the truth is, most Black people don't want leaders. We looking for superheroes, and we fresh out of those. So that's what bothers me the most. It's like, people are stepping up and not even saying follow me or anything, but this is what I know. This is what I think will work. This is how we need to unite. And we stay finding ways to detract from them, whether it's a part of the conversation or not. So if we keep taking out our own who are trying to step up and make a difference, then why would anybody else want to do the same thing and just be subjected to that same treatment? It's asinine. And it's unnecessary, and it's actually detrimental to what we're trying to accomplish.
I had a back and forth.
Okay, you're next, I guess.
No, I'm jumping in this one. I'm jumping in this one. I'm jumping in this one.
My fault.
I had to go ahead and put my elbow in on this one. So I actually had a back and forth with a Black officer, brother of mine, and.
When he says brother of his, I want you to clarify that's that.
One of my fraternity brothers, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. One of my frat brothers.
No.
So I'm glad he had me point that out. So this kind of goes back to your first question: how do you respond? How do I feel when people who look like me don't have the same feelings that I have?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can get it at this point. We had a conversation via social media, and he actually jumped in a thread between me and my aunt. I had to get it on with my aunt in the thread. And he asked me, what do I feel that Black officers should do at this time?
Shut the fuck up.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think they should shut the fuck up.
No, that's not the answer.
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
And when he asked it, I could tell that it felt that it wasn't really genuine. It was on some, well, nigga, I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do, so what you trying to say type shit. And I don't really respond well to shit like that, but I saw it as a teachable moment. So, I gave a list of things to do, as in hold your fellow officers accountable, question your police chief, you know what I'm saying? If you see something wrong, have the nuts to point out that it's wrong and do something about it. Just be bold enough to arrest the person who you trust your life with if you see them fucking murdering somebody. Simple shit. Do what you're supposed to do. Protect and serve, the community that you're in. And so I said a whole bunch of shit, but he responded back like, well, I hold my officers accountable. I hold my guys accountable, and I talk to this one and that one and blah, 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 blah. So what else? And when he came like that, I realized, okay, you don't really want to work with me to figure out how you as a Black voice in uniform can really be effective. You want to prove to me that you're one of the good cops that's out here doing something.
Okay.
That shit don't fly with me.
Did you give him his good cop badge?
No, I just stopped talking to him because I'm not going to waste energy with people who are trying to fight against me when I'm trying to do something better.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If that's what I mean by if you're not on my side, if you're trying to poke holes in my theories or my mode of operation, you're not fucking helping. Okay? You're too busy trying to get a fucking pat on the back, and that's not what this is about. At the end of the day, if you keep your people, if you hold your folks accountable, if you talk to your police chief and shit like that, okay, did you and your police chief call the department of the officer that killed Rayshard Brooks?
Okay.
Did you do that? This is bigger than just saying, okay, the guys that ride on my route with me, I make sure that they in line.
Rochelle says, hey, Knots.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit to me.
Here we go. The question is, what is something that you would like for black people to stop doing or saying during this time? And what I would like for black people to stop doing and saying during this time is trying to teach these racists about racist shit. They know what they doing.
Yeah.
Stop explaining this shit to people
explaining
that
shit.
know what they doing.
Thank you.
Stop having these fucking arguments online about why Black Lives Matter and what we can do to make this shit better.
One more time for the niggas in the nose.
These people know what the fuck they doing. Stop telling people about the condition of what we living in. These niggas know full well what they do. They the ones that put us in these conditions.
Right.
So y'all stop explaining shit to people that don't need it to be explained to. Put your hats on. Get your heads low. Let's tunnel through this hole.
Yeah.
It's time to go forward. All of this bickering back and forth and all of this other shit, kill that shit.
That's a fact.
Because you wasted every piece of your energy arguing with a motherfucker who know they racist, who ain't gonna stop being racist. They just looking for some validation from someone like, what's them hoes' name? Cookie and Brooke, whatever them hoes' names was.
I don't even remember what their names
The
are.
minstrel show he used to have run up there every
Those
damn 2
two older
seconds.
black
The two
ladies.
older black ladies, and then
On
the
the
new
trunk.
and then the new girl.
Oh.
What's her name?
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. Let me tell you what Candace Owens. Hold on, stop for a second. I'm on my shit real quick, right? I'm gonna be real with you. Candace Owens' only job consists of saying shit that white people want to say to black people.
Know they get their ass slapped.
And know they get their ass beat up. She is their puppet. That's why she has the following that she has.
Mm-hmm.
White people want to say the shit that she says. You know, but they love to see black people go, that is black on black crime.
Yeah.
When we trying to do a fucking movement and you want to hijack the fucking movement, like, how dare you? How dare you say George Floyd, whatever. That's another thing. Stop trying to explain to these motherfuckers the shit that happened right then has no bearing on the shit before. We're talking about the moment he had his interaction with police.
Right.
At that point, that's what needs to be judged.
I don't give a shit
Everything
what he did before that.
I don't give a fuck that this nigga did porn. I don't care how many Scarface videos this niggas was in. I don't care what football he ran. I don't care anything about that. What I care about is this dude kneeling on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That is the conversation. Right. Do not drive the conversation anywhere else. Black people, stop trying to tell other people that are not people of color and that are people of color that don't get it what you're fighting for. Stop it.
Bro.
Just get in them streets like we've been getting in them streets and keep pressing. There's no reason to be a keyboard gangster. That is all that I have to say about that. I'm going to let that one breathe. I just been wanting to get that out. Stop arguing with motherfuckers online because this shit ain't going to change. Stop arguing with people who don't want to get it.
Right. Now is the time to put your energies and your focus on the people around you who understand and the people who are actually trying to move and make it better. I keep saying this. If somebody does not understand what we're saying and what our opinions are, what our stance is, tell them to go find somebody that looks like them who does get it. So, officer, even if you're black, go find that one black officer that gets it.
I don't
want
you to do that either.
Talk to
I don't give a shit if they get it or not.
Listen to what I'm saying. All I'm saying is,
black people also let's stop caring if they get it.
No, that's not what I mean.
No, I feel you, but I'm saying let's stop caring if these niggas get it too.
What I'm saying is this, okay? There are some folks who genuinely were ignorant to shit. I still don't understand how, but there are some people out here who just live in a bubble and just don't really get it, or who desperately want to get it and just don't know how to get it. And so I'm telling you, even those of you who are desperately trying to be allies earnestly, like really truthfully, don't ask me shit. Ask somebody who look like you. They know.
Look, Shamika says, stop making yourself uncomfortable to make them comfortable.
That's a fact.
That's
Right.
fucking.
That's a
facts.
fact.
Right.
That is a fact.
I told you niggas. All you niggas. Hold on. Let me get right.
Candace is
Yo,
Karen.
the homie
I
Nick
just wanna
checking
add
in.
that
What
in
up,
there.
Nick?
This. I need y'all to understand something, man. Everybody that y'all added to the cookout, y'all said, "Come on, he can go to the cookout." You know, the white country fella that was like, "Oh my God, I never been to a cookout. It was amazing." Listen, this is the cookout. This is the cookout right now in them streets where they got them. This is the cookout. Don't play yourselves. This is the cookout. When we talk about you invited to the cookout, white folks, this is the cookout. Asian people, this is the cookout. Everybody that is love with black culture, this is the fucking cookout.
That's a fact.
Come get you some of these sausages, these hamburgers, all of the potato salad that you want.
I will teach you how to make the
This
potato
shit
salad.
is
You got
the
shit to
cookout,
do,
bro.
You got shit to do.
This is
You
where
got
it's at,
fucking work
bro.
to do.
Do we got
This
any-
is where it's fucking at, bro.
do we got any
You got
vegan
work
options?
to do.
That's all I want to know.
This is where it's at.
You have work to do.
That's all I want. Some vegan options. That's
We
it.
got
So,
Beyond
so
ribs.
here we go. Now, I want to talk some music for a second, right? Because, we haven't been talking music
It's
in a while.
Tupac's birthday. I just wanted to say that
You
because
took it from me, huh?
No. I was not trying to take it from you.
Yeah,
It's just
she
that
weighing
when
on that shit.
when you opened up and you said today is a special day, I'm like, say it. It's Tupac's birthday. And then you was like, well, Trump said. I'm like,
Oh, no.
damn.
No. I was talking in forms of politics. But yes, Tupac,
Tupac,
birth is
Amaru,
today.
Shakur, happy birthday, King. We missed you.
all of that shit is great.
49.
Let me tell you something,
Yeah.
right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about this new generation. Y'all know my favorite rapper. My favorite new rapper is Lil Baby. You understand what I'm saying? Goddamn
I didn't
Lil-
know that, by the way. I promise you I did. This is good to hear, though. But go ahead.
Whoa.
Keep going.
None of you
No.
niggas.
Southside.
None of you niggas get fly with me. You know what I'm saying? I love Lil Baby.
When did he become your favorite rapper?
Right.
Man, when that nigga said when he was on the track with Drake, the first song,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I
So-
thought
That
you
nigga said
Trick-
yellow Ferrari look like Pikachu.
So Trick
I
ain't your
won't even
favorite. Oh wait,
Pikachu.
wait.
I
So
do
Trick ain't your
really
favorite
like
rapper
that.
no
I
more?
love,
Trick ain't your
You
favorite rapper
said
no more?
favorite
No.
new
I
rapper.
said favorite new
Oh.
rapper.
Okay. Oh,
And Trick ain't my
asking.
favorite rapper. Don't ever play yourself with Hov. You know what I'm saying?
You
Hov is
still
that
love
nigga.
Kodak Black?
I love Kodak.
Okay.
Can we
Kodak
get to the
ain't been
point? Because we're going to be here. He got an all-star team of favorites, is what
You know
I'm
what I'm
hearing.
saying? That young brother's been out in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about he's been out in these streets. I ain't seen none of these new rappers but him.
No, there's some other
I done
ones.
seen- hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Right, don't
I
do
ain't
it
seen
like that.
I ain't seen a lot of these boys get up and really willing to put on the line they shit. Let me tell you, there's a lot of young kids in Atlanta that do shit for their community.
Word.
Thug is one of them. Thug does a lot for his community. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Sir Savage, but 21
Yeah.
is forever doing shit for his community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this boy, Lil Baby, that little nigga's on fire. I want to salute you for not only going out in them streets and doing what you need to do, but your album dropped, went #1, bounced, it went down the charts a little bit, and today, nigga, you back on top, nigga.
that song
So
hard,
shout
too.
out to that nigga.
That song
That's
hard.
that and the fucking album fire, nigga.
I can't front.
That's my favorite new nigga.
I think he just wanted to do
He
that.
wanted
Basically,
to say that.
he just wanted to give
wanted
props
to
to
say
Lil
that,
Baby.
yeah.
This is why you moderate and don't just drive the conversation.
It
No.
wasn't about nothing else.
Listen,
He just wanted
I-
to give Lil Baby some
Right.
props right now.
Right.
No, I love.
Which is fine.
No. I love this nigga. You know, understand what I'm telling you? There's not a lot of new niggas that's out in these streets, bro.
You got to
I
stop
get-
saying that because that's not true.
Who?
Right.
Who you see out in these streets?
Yachty,
J. Cole,
YG,
K-Dot.
Kendrick. I mean, we could
Sorry,
run down the
sorry.
list.
Tory
I'm
Lanez.
talking about here in Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
We international, damn it. So,
T.I.
No, I'm
you
not
know,
talking about
listen.
that. T.I. ain't new.
He okay. I did not know that. New
Jeezy
was
not
the
new.
stipulation. But
I
T.I.
said
should
new
be out
niggas.
there.
Listen,
And
give
Killer
me the
Mike.
stipulations.
I'm
Listen.
All
not,
them
ain't no
should be out there as
stipulation. I
well.
said new nigga from the jump.
So I thought you meant new in the rap game, but now that I know you only
Oh,
mean from zones 3 and 4, that's fine. That's cool. I mean, I guess you're right then. So, and once again, I'm not taking anything away from Baby. I'm messing with you, but yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone.
Listen, I love the work
Sammy
that
Surf,
these.
shout out Sammy Surf. He out here lead. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Shot your niggas out.
Yeah.
Because I damn shit for the shots
So,
of niggas I
okay,
like out.
okay, hold on. I'm just gonna say this. So all the youngins that's out here, don't be afraid to stand up. Don't be afraid to, if you feel something, say that shit. if you feel the need to get out here and give and work, like don't be afraid of that shit. You have power. Don't let nobody make you feel like you got to worry about your image. You got to worry about your career. None of that shit, nigga. You straight. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
To that note, it's past that. You remember that? Oh hell.
Get that to that nigga over there.
I got a new phone. I was trying to get some clips for the actual show page. Instead of putting it all on my page, and they like, who are these? You know what I'm saying? But no, the point of it is, what? Anyway, the point I was trying to make about what Jay was saying, on top of that is, I think we're at a point now where a majority of us can feel that way. If you work in corporate America, if you got your own business, if you feel the need to speak on it, and before you had some kind of apprehension, think it was going to come back on you or hurt you business wise, as long as you're on the right side of it, on the right side of history, on the right side of choice, on the right side of luck, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. Actually, people are looking at you now if you don't have something to say. You know what I mean? Once you get to the point where all of these different companies are on the radio and they got different, you know, the crazy shit, the crazy shit. I don't know if we talked about this on Saturday.
Probably not.
But when the radio commercials started to pivot, because before COVID, before the protests, the only thing you heard on the radio was car insurance commercials and ads for the club. That was it when it comes to urban radio. Now every company wants to say what we're doing for the movement, what we're doing for the people. Right. We're giving away $250, whatever. All you're doing is spending the money that you got from the. Well, I shouldn't say that. Let me slow down because I don't know that to be completely true. But we know
fact
a lot of
base
companies,
over here. Fact base.
Listen, I'm trying to state it because we know a lot of these companies, they got money from the government for loss of employees and the loans that can turn into grants and vice versa. I'm interested and we'll be keeping track of the companies who keep this going when we really back outside.
Word.
Beginning of 2021 through 2022. If you're still out there helping the people and still a part of the cause and not just saying it now, then I can respect you. Up until then, right now, you're just playing a role.
So here is the next question, right? Here's the next question.
Hold on. Before you answer, before you get to that next question.
You got a little more in the clip?
No, I got something about your jobs because he hit on something about these companies and stuff.
That's
making statements.
I'll be hitting them.
So,
sorry.
So I just had this conversation earlier today. For those of you who are at your companies and you're wondering why the people at your company haven't made a statement saying that they support Black Lives Matter or whatever it is, okay? If they haven't made a public statement, okay? If they have made a public statement, okay, you and your Black colleagues, right now is the time for you and all them Zoom conference calls and videos and all that stuff for y'all to be on your company's ass about what they do policy-wise and the infrastructure of the company. Because a lot of companies right now are doing monkey see, monkey do. Okay, let me make sure. It's now a PR move for a lot of companies. Let me hurry up and get something out there so folks can see that I actually said I'm about this movement, right? Okay, what you need to do is make sure that your bosses that speak up in these meetings, when you go to these meetings, when they try to get y'all back in the office and all that stuff, ask questions as soon as you walk in the door. Okay, check this out. First and foremost, how y'all handling health stuff? Because COVID is still going around. So how are we handling health stuff? And along with that, okay, what are you doing to ensure that everything is fair and balanced here? I don't give a damn what the outside world thinks. I got to come here and work every day. So what are you doing about making sure that there are folks that look like me in the office, in executive space that's making decisions? What are you doing about policies as far as upward mobility within this company for people of color, for Black folks? Like, make them show you these things in writing. Make them show you how they're trying to get it done. Because at the end of the day, my nigga, at the end of the day, you can't do it by yourself, and I understand that you can't. However, if you don't say something to these motherfuckers now while the pressure is on globally, if you don't be on their ass every day in the office, like, yo, so what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Shit is going to remain the fucking same.
I feel a disagreement in the room.
I cannot co-sign
that, bro. I'm gonna just move on because we don't have that type of time to argue about that. If you feel like Jay didn't do what you have to do, if you don't, then
So
you
what?
do what
So
you have
so
to.
what do you think?
No, I can't.
Why not?
No.
That's what we here for.
No.
That's what we here for.
No,
Why not?
Hold on.
Express yourself.
I want to ask you this.
No, express yourself.
No.
We're not gonna cut that off. Say what you're gonna say. We need the other opinions,
Anybody
other
thinking
aspects
that
of
they
it.
have some type of leverage over $1 billion corporation and go in that motherfucker
It's
and
not
get fired, bro.
It's not. No, I'm not
Bro.
talking about going guns blazing. I'm not
Bro,
talking about trying to
it
overthrow.
doesn't
You
like,
got to
when you
find
in
out
cor-
what their stance is.
You just spoke. Let me get the shit off, and I'll tell you. In corporate America, they don't do things that are blatant. They do shit behind your back, go around you, sneaky. That's how they operate. That's how this world is with them, bro. You could say something subtle, and they take that as disrespect, and you be on the next thing smoking, out of a job with no health care, no nothing, and for real be on unemployment because you wanted to have them, show me in writing what y'all niggas is doing for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think that's the route. And the reason I don't think that's the route is because you fuck around and get fired. And then Jay is definitely not paying your bills. I'm not paying your bills.
No.
So you have to maintain what you think is right for you. If you are willing to take that risk and you can't take that risk, do what you feel like you have to do, right? But if you can't and you know you can't take that risk, don't do it. Don't do it. Like I have put plenty of years into fighting niggas battles, and corporate America put me in a corner and tell me shit that I need to do and what I have to do, and I go the opposite way. And it may have been more profitable to stay there. Keeping it 100 with you. It may have been more profitable, but I went the other way. And I can tell you, without somebody in your corner, it's going to be really fucking hard. And I'm talking about your mate or somebody you with. If you're single and you out there like that, do what you got to do. But if you married and you got kids, you make sure you make the best decision for your family at that point. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying for someone with other things attached to that, they have to be conscious of what they do before they walk in the room and want that type of attention, because that is going to garner a different type of attention in corporate America. That's all I'm saying. I'm not fully disagreeing with you saying that it's completely wrong. I'm just saying know your limit fucking tations, because everybody ain't fucking Malcolm X.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
At the end of the day, we will never have any fucking leverage until we use a moment where there is a slight crack. And you were saying this shit the whole last episode. Apply pressure, right? I'm not saying put yourself at risk, because I'm the last nigga to say go lose your goddamn job, right? But at the end of the day, you still have to figure out a way to show the people that you work for or that you work with that I'm not oblivious, I'm not blind. I know you're not blind because we was all stuck at home getting the same fucking information. So if I ask you, why didn't you say anything about, why didn't you make a statement? You don't owe me an explanation. But if I work for you and I am giving those hours up and I am doing this, it's not, we have to get to a point where we're not scared to at least ask questions. Do not go in your motherfucking CEO's office like, hey, my nigga, what you trying to do for black folks? Hell no, your ass will get fired ASAP. But in those meetings when they ask, are there any questions? Ask your questions. If a nigga fire you over a question, then that's your answer. Now, I understand that nobody wants to get fired. I ain't got much money as it is, and I got rent to pay. I'm not trying to lose my fucking job. But if and whenever them motherfuckers bring me back, I have no problem with asking, okay, is there any traction to making sure shit is equal for everybody in this motherfucking building? That's all I want to goddamn know.
Okay. Well, listen.
I'm not saying this shit is going to happen overnight.
I feel that. We definitely got to press forward real quick. So here is a question that I've been begging my wife to answer.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Eyes perked up. Like, wait a
Ready?
minute.
How, and this is just in general now, with the city proverbially being on fire, COVID still running rampant. How do you maintain relationships with your significant other during this time here?
Shia.
What do you mean? How do you maintain?
How do you
a
maintain?
relationship?
How do you maintain? Like, you're stuck in the house with people are still stuck in the house with them all 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week.
I'm
you
not
know.
having coping issues, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just want to say, like, I'm kind of enjoying it.
This nigga over here.
I mean, I'm for real. I
Breathe the
am
fuck up.
really enjoying it because I just feel like I don't get this much time with the little one at home or him being at home. So, I mean, he's been working throughout COVID so far, right? But there was maybe like a 2 to 3 week time span that he was just at the home with us. And I had so much fun. It was just like DIY world. But I think it's just different for me because I'm always making stuff. And then he just like to make stuff too. So we work on projects together. But I mean, if we had totally different interests, then I can see us bumping heads. But I love it.
What about the single folks?
I just want to know what Jill Scott song you was playing at the house. All this is
Listen, the whole battle, Jill and Erica, the
single
entire
folks.
battle.
How has it been? I know your daughter just graduated. What is the feel of how you've been able to communicate with her since all of this?
Communicate with what? What's going on?
Just in general, like.
Oh, I talk straight. We
have you had more time together with her?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Thankfully. But you know me. You see an opportunity, take advantage of the opportunity. So, but yeah, I definitely have spent more time with her. Listen, you gotta understand. Even during this time, my daughter stays busy. I don't know where she gets it from. But the point is, I had spent a lot more time with her. She was working during COVID. You know, she works at a area supermarket, and you know, they made them take the safety precautions, not security precautions. So she was going to work, and once again, I don't know where she gets that from, but you know, it was good spending time with her. Anytime someone.
How do you maintain a relationship with the special people in your life?
Why don't you try?
This nigga here, boy.
Listen,
gunshots for
Jay.
Gunshots.
I mean, you know, time is what it is. Time is spent how it's spent, and that's the best way you can put that.
Time is spent how it's spent. How about you, Jay?
Okay, hold on, let me turn the camera around.
Let me hold it.
Oh no, he wants to put it on his computer.
Yeah.
He's getting that close-up love.
Get all of this. Get all of this grace. Means peace. See you later.
Well, I've seen I've witnessed some relationships damn near crumble.
Whose?
I'm not putting nobody's relationship.
I think you're talking about yourself. My bad. I'm sorry.
I've witnessed relationships crumble or be on the verge of crumbling because cabin fever is a motherfucker. If you were stuck in quarantine with somebody that you were dating and you didn't know where it was going to go, this shit can either push you towards goddamn marriage or push your ass off a cliff. I've seen marriages get stronger. I've seen marriages split apart some. And
we need details, brother. We need details.
I'm not married, and I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not putting nobody's name on shit. I already get enough phone calls about stuff I talk about on the air, like, what you trying to say? So I don't want no smoke.
Trying to get these numbers up. What you talking about?
Any single ladies on my feed right now? Holler at DJ Knots.
Yeah,
more
come
than
on.
a DJ.
Yeah. Come on.
He said he's
That's
more.
not where I thought that was going.
Right.
I appreciate the opportunity though.
But no, I think that it's tough because most folks that are single, you were kind of forced to minimize where you going. So if you used to kicking it with your girl or kicking it with your guy, and now motherfuckers is like, you can't go nowhere. Number one, motherfuckers was scared to go anywhere because they thought they was gonna catch something. Okay, so now your ass is forced to sit in the house. Then when they start loosening up, your person you with scared for you to go anywhere because they don't want you to bring no shit back.
That's real.
Then the uprising started. So motherfuckers like, I don't want you to go nowhere because your ass might get killed. So you're forced to.
This is where the question I wanted to go.
You're forced to face certain things that you may not have had, that you may have been able to skirt around because you weren't in close proximity with each other for that long. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was a 2-week thing, you fucking all goddamn day long and then you going out, you back in the world. But this done lasted months now.
So why is that different?
Well, because after a while, it's only so much fucking you're gonna do before you actually got to talk to that person. and now you worrying about, okay, who leaving dirty shit at
know
somebody
about
else's
that.
house?
I thought you were gonna say something else.
No, hold on. No, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. No, when you spent days with people, months with people, if it's easy to get derailed. It's easy to fall head over heels in love, and then when shit open back up, you wonder why that motherfucker ain't kicking it with your ass no more. Because that nigga can actually leave. She can actually leave now. But while you was in your bubble, shit was perfect in the bubble. It's always great in the bubble. Or your bubble is fucking turmoil. So you trying to hit a fucking release valve just to breathe for a second so you can put the bubble back together again. Being in close proximity when your ass was forced to is different than being in close proximity when you both wanted to. There's plenty of motherfuckers that exchange goddamn house keys right now because they ain't got no place else to go but my house or your house.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? There's some motherfuckers
Not
that
my house.
there's
Come over here.
Now here's the flip side of that shit. There's some folks that switched them goddamn keys, my house to your house, because they was already trending that way. So this shit just made it easier. You actually fell in the groove. It just expedited your process. So I've seen two extremes.
Well,
okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so my thing is,
I'm about to start some shit.
I'm just happy that I got to quarantine with this relationship. Because had
Talk
it
about
been
that
a
shit.
past relationship,
Oh, niggas would be
Trust.
dead in the house.
I would have abs. I would have a 6-pack because I would be outside. I would be doing push-ups. I would be jumping rope. I would be doing everything. I would be looking like, what was this bitch doing? Yes, this is what I was doing. Working out,
So bad.
not in the house around your ass. Like, for real.
Anything
I
to
am
avoid that
thankful
person. Yeah.
about this one.
So this one, that means you was doing the opposite of all of that? Is that what you're saying?
Now, see, I feel like I'm slacking on the workout.
Because
I can
you
do better.
comfy.
Yeah.
might
be
used to
One of my partners just said, Nick the Kid, what's happening? He said, this shit got me ready to act right for a special lady. Quarantine while single is a
I
bitch.
can't hear both of y'all.
tonight.
I can't with the soundtrack. I can't.
And
Thank
another
you.
one.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What did he say?
You're supposed to say another one.
And another one.
Okay. Now, my homie Nick said, this shit got me ready to act right for a special lady. Quarantine while single is a bitch.
So,
Hey.
Okay.
so listen, right?
Hey.
I got some baby showers.
We're
to
gonna-
go to.
If you ain't had you nobody,
we just gonna keep it real from the married section over here, right?
Oh boy.
Talk to us, married section.
So-
here you go.
Yeah, definitely.
This all he wanted this.
Shout
for,
out
so
to
he can
Cam.
talk his
I
shit.
love him.
That's all.
No, I'm not talking no shit, man. Me and my wife are travelers. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like we get up, we get out this motherfucking house, and we go like Jamaica, Mexico, Aruba. I want to take a Bermuda, Bahama.
Oh, my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? All of that type of sexy shit.
Wow.
And this has forced us to sit down
Mhm.
and just be here. And you know, we really like each other, and we like spending time together, but we would like to spend time in another fucking place.
Right.
Okay.
You know? And so what we've come to realize in this quarantine is that for our marriage to continue to flourish, we got to continue to do the shit that we like to do together. You know, just sitting up under each other is fantastic. That shit is great. But moving forward, we have to. So what I'm saying is all black people and everybody that's sitting home, make some plans because this shit is going to end.
Right.
Make some plans.
Mhm.
Like, that's why I asked the question. Y'all make some plans with whoever. Like, this Friday, nigga, we dropping these kids off, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then we headed out. You know, so I want y'all to understand we are still in the struggle,
Mhm.
but you also have to maintain whatever relationship
Some
that
sense
you
of
have.
normalcy.
You know
gotta
what I'm
maintain
saying?
some sense of
I want y'all to
normalcy in this shit.
continue celebrating your weddings, your anniversaries,
Hell yeah.
your birthdays. Fucking nigga, if you jumped 4 inches before the quarantine and you've been working out, now you jump 7, celebrate it. Continue. I'm telling you, at any point and any chance you get, celebrate the things that are milestones to you and yours. Is what I'm saying, because the struggle has been hard. Quarantining has been hard. Everything has been fucking hard. So any light that you get, celebrate that shit. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel you on ready to go somewhere, but I don't know if I'm like
And
ready
that,
to go to
and
the
that is
airport.
what I've been asking my wife.
But that
Is
part,
where we gonna go?
I caught a
But the
flight. I caught a
airport,
flight 2
though.
weeks ago though.
How is the travel? That
was
is the next
great.
question. How is traveling?
I went to for work. I was in New Orleans.
Was you about it while you was there though?
Of course, nigga. We met DJ Jubilee.
Come on,
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
That's
Girl, don't you do that.
Come on, man.
I said, girl, don't you do that.
So listen.
Bro.
So listen. So we was down there providing groceries for the people of New Orleans, sponsored by the Pelicans, right? So we had 2 days of that down there.
Was Anthony Davis there? No, because he's in fucking
Lord.
L.A.
Wow. So unnecessary.
Wow.
Sorry, I just had to go there real quick.
Wow.
Sorry, my Lakers.
Wow.
We're going to get to that in a second, too. How they about to blow this. But anyway, before we get to that point. Yeah. We was down there 2 days providing groceries for families in need down there. So that was really crazy dope. And like I said, Jubilee was there the second day. He was at the park that we were at. He actually runs that park now. So he was like, man, guess what? And I was like, what? He said, you ain't gonna believe who I am. And I was like, okay. He said, ask me who I am.
Oh, shit.
I said, this is when we first met.
Right.
I said, he said, no, ask me for real. I said, all right, who are you? DJ Jubilee. And he just started smiling and walked off. Because he knew as a real DJ,
Yeah.
I was blown. I was like,
bug
Right.
after that.
yeah, and I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you know how often I play your song? Like, almost every party. I do. And he's like, yeah, I know. But
Any black person from New Orleans, you give them that hand clap from that song, they're
listen,
gonna lose their
and,
mind.
and
That's
yeah,
it.
Listen, and he was so he was so cool. He just is who he is. People in New Orleans who know him have met him know how he is. So anyway, that was New Orleans. We took a bus down there. That bus ride was epic. Shout out to Good and my people over there. So the second trip was to Miami and West Palm Beach. This is where we flew on Southwest from Atlanta International Airport to
Okay.
Stop
I
hating.
hope they cut that check. Man.
Listen,
That was a
I'm
present
not
for
with
your
no
ass.
Southwest.
listen. I ain't had no problems because I had to take DJ equipment down there. I was down there working once again. So it was a work trip / work.
That's what your intro need to be.
Work trip / work.
No, DJ Knott's never not working.
That's real.
Damn.
That is real.
Look at you.
Look at you.
In
with
the
the
clutch.
still
need
need
your
God
voice.
damn, up top.
One
We gonna
time.
come. We gonna come
I
with
still
something.
need one.
But
no.
we gotta get a drop for you. We gotta get
We
something.
got to get that. But no, the airport was cool. Of course, somebody was in there. Actually, no, I take that back. There was a few people in there. So going through security was a little bit of a headache. TSA made me take my mixer out of my bag, and he was like, "You have to take your." He said it all professional, like he just know what a DJ mixer is. He's like, "You have to take your mixer out of your bag and sit here." And I was like, "All right." Then I remembered I'm in Atlanta, so they got a lot of DJs who come through there. So he probably does know what a mixer
Nigga,
is.
you're not special.
I know. That's what I be
All
trying to
right.
tell
God
people.
damn.
You know what I'm
God
saying? First with the Pelican shade, and now he's trying to shade me. He don't know I'm the shadiest, so
Yo,
it don't
listen,
even bother me.
I can't shade you. You're my brother. That's number one, right?
He
I
said
can't
the
shade me.
shadiest one,
I
like
can't-
Dub
I
C.
can't
Come on, man.
The
So
shadiest.
that boy there is stupid. Here's the last question of the night, right?
Oh, wait, I got one too though.
Go for it. I'm sorry.
No, you want to end on yours?
No,
or-
no. I want you to go ahead and talk your shit, baby.
No, I ain't. I got an actual question. you know.
Okay, go ahead.
I forgot, but I did. Just serious. I had one, and it's going now.
Here's the question of the evening.
God
man.
damn it.
It's gonna come to me in a
Nuts.
second, and I'm gonna cut them off. Don't worry about it.
Since this,
Like a spade.
my nigga, you're right.
Go ahead. That's what's gonna
You
happen.
holding all the cards and niggas want to play chess. now.
Listen, come on.
You know,
Man.
These guys. Oh my goodness.
telling me my shit's gonna end.
Wait, what?
Anyway,
Wait.
here's my question to you guys.
Okay.
Right, what is the soundtrack of the struggle and the quarantine for y'all have been? What has that been?
Oh, what have I been listening to?
The soundtrack, nigga, means listen.
No, I thought you was trying to
Right.
encapsulate the
not
entire
encapsulating.
movement.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I was asking.
I actually
so.
been working on one, so
All right, what you got? Come on with
I
it.
got a couple.
What you talk to me, she?
I'm trying to think. I've been listening to Pussy Fairy.
Good song.
A
It is.
little bit of K Dot, Pimp to a Butterfly, whatever the name of that
Mhm.
song's called. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yep.
I've been there a few days. Ultralight Beam.
Hey. Well, no.
Oh.
My bad. I'm
You
sorry.
feel some sort
I'm
of way
sorry,
about
I do.
Ultralight Beam.
Well, about. Anyway.
What else? A little bit of Bankroll.
Hey.
As you can see all over the place. Some old school Master P. Just Master P. No Silk, no BG.
Oh, so you straight
Nope, just
ice cream man.
Yes.
Heaven has if
Ghetto
is
D.
it heaven for a gangster?
And what else? And I guess pretty much whatever else they playing on the Insecure soundtrack, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's that song?" Let me
What
go
about you,
see.
Jay? What's in your trunk to get you through quarantine and then through this struggle?
A lot, because I've been working on a lot of playlists with the team over at Nightly News. Check them out at Nightly News on Spotify. So I've been listening to a lot, and I've been listening to a lot of riot-inducing music and a lot of like let me chill the fuck out music. Because music actually helps me kind of tunnel and focus. So I listen to a lot of shit throughout the day. So if I had to pinpoint like a couple of songs that have been in heavy rotation, a lot of Nip, Larry June, and Jay Worthy out the West. I listen to a lot of Jay Worthy just because I like the old samples.
Okay,
Set the club up.
What about you, Mr. More Than a DJ?
Listen, it's not fair to ask me because I listen and play music all day, and so it's
I'm
like,
just
I'm just doing research.
I'm just talking about your personal.
All right, this week, Run the Jewels new album. I've been playing that a lot. What the hell is all that grumbling about?
Yankee and the Brave. One time for
listen.
Classic,
It's a nice album.
ratchet.
It's a solid project.
Yeah.
You know, because they do 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this one more than the third one. This is my second favorite one because the Run the Jewels 2 is my favorite one still. So this one right now is ahead of 1 and 3 because it's more developed. There's a lot more boom bap on it. And that's basically me. But I'm kind of the same way. When it comes to personal stuff, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. But other than that, Kendrick, I've been listening to Nip. But this is like normal stuff for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
right.
I'm trying to think of something out the gate that's a little bit different. Like I've been playing Lil Baby album. I do really like that album. What's that new kid name? Oh my god,
Lucky Day. I like him.
I got folks on my
Day's
live talking about Lucky Day right now. Lucky Day's dope.
Yeah.
What you got, Les? What you got?
Yeah.
So
Lil
Kid has
Baby.
been. Nah, I do love me some Lil Baby though, bro. I fucks with that nigga heavy. But Inner City Blues by Marvin Gaye has been on some repeat shit for me.
Mm-hmm.
UGK, One Day You're Here, the next day you're gone, has been a song that I've been keeping in rotation. And I played Jeezy. Fucking My President Is Black just because I want to feel like a
His
different
birthday just
fucking
passed.
time. You know
want
what
to
I'm
lie to
saying?
yourself.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be different. I wanted to be fresh.
For an hour, please. Just
You
give
know
me an
what I'm
hour.
saying? I've been trying to get through that, and I've been listening to, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, fucking Onyx.
Onyx?
What
Really?
sounds crazy about that?
Yeah.
One gun, two gun,
It's fucking
three gun, four.
bust your
Yours,
guns.
mine.
Okay.
It's all about chrome. Onyx. It's time. Live. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So I've been.
haven't
Those
listened
have
to
been
that
Sunset
the
Park,
sounds
what
of
time
my
is
shit.
it?
Like, you know, I Onyx always used to make me want to motherfucking
Bomb on the dude. Like
just straight bomb.
just
And
bomb on it.
and the other nigga that's really been helping me get through is
My bad.
fucking Tupac.
Hey man.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac whole situations
Oh,
from
man.
start to beginning,
Bro.
Shed So Many Tears, which is
From-
my favorite song that he ever fucking did,
That beat
all
goes
the way
so
to
hard. Oh my
fucking
God.
Bomb First
I was
has
listening
been on
Traps.
fucking
I've been
repeat.
listening
So
to Last Nigga Live. I've been listening to bro, when I say I made riot music, like, bro, I've been listening to old Ice Cube records and old Tupac records. I've been listening to like Cave Bitch.
see, I
and
can't
shit
listen
like that.
I
But
can't
that was a
listen to
moment.
Ice Cube because
That was
Ice
a
Cube
moment.
make me want to fuck you up.
But see, that's the thing.
Right,
That was a
right.
moment. That's why I said I was listening to riot music, then I listened to calm the fuck down music. Because when things really started heating up, it's like I was drawn to it because we're of a certain age where we remember going through shit like this before, right? So it was just
Speak for
easy for me to
yourself.
find those songs. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm not going to use this to geek me up. I used it as just like the energy of it to do other shit. Like when I'm working out, I may bang all of that, you know what I'm saying? The PE and all that extra angsty, you know what I'm saying? Emotion filled energy with the sound. But then I'm like, okay, I know I gotta calm down. So I may let her ride in the car, in the car, or I may throw on some old Sade or something like that to bring me back, because we still need that balance no matter what. In every aspect of my life right now, I'm trying to find balance. That includes the music that I listen to and all the stuff that I take in. Because if you don't have that balance in the shit that you take in right now, it's too unstable and too volatile. Yeah. The shit that you take in can take a turn for the left.
Well, don't watch The Five Bloods.
I love Five Bloods. It was amazing.
You loved it?
I loved it. I thought it was fucking amazing. It was an amazing piece.
It was our first movie about the black experience in Vietnam. Like
it's an amazing piece of.
I didn't. Did you see it?
It's not our first piece.
Well, but you know what I'm saying.
But just.
Shout out to dead presidents.
Shout out to.
I'm talking about.
Shout out to Spike Lee. He's a fucking genius. Every movie you see when they do a flashback to make the niggas younger, he kept those niggas as is.
It's like, nigga,
that was the
part.
most amazing piece.
No,
I love that piece, but that's all.
I understand why
we got Spike Lee coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we will.
We will be definitely talking about that. Knots.
We talking about Spike Lee?
Not now, but we will do a Spike Lee show. We got to.
I thought you meant we were going to talk to Spike. Like,
my nigga, please.
I'm just
Spike, if you watch, stop playing.
He's not.
Let's go live with you. Let me just go live with you.
So, Nas, what's your last word? What's your last word for today?
Last word? We got time. What did you?
Sir, no, we don't.
It's almost 10:30, sir.
Yeah. We got 18 whole minutes.
Okay, well,
I'm still trying to remember my question.
What you got to say, Nuts?
So go that way.
All right. Well, I got a question.
Oh my Lord.
Go for it.
Right. So I would like to know, how are you guys going to react if you run into a Karen?
I'm a clown.
Laugh my ass off and go the fuck home. I'm
gonna be like, the number is 911. Don't trip over it.
Karen.
Listen,
I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna go home.
Listen,
do you see how they keep coming at you though?
You know, that's but see, that's the shit that's dangerous, because like I just saw the footage today of the white dude that was following the two black kids, and then somebody out the clip came and mollywopped this dumb ass.
I didn't see that.
See that one yet.
Like I'm not saying go out there and do that, because it's very volatile. That's why I say I know I can't be out in the street. You got to be self-aware. I know I can't be out in the street like that because of stuff like that. I can't. And so I stay my black ass at home. I go where I gotta go, and I come the fuck home. Because motherfuckers out here looking for a reason, and they're antagonizing people. Like they've always been doing, but now it's all heightened. So the same shit that happened last year to you is happening today. Is just really heightened because everything's volatile right now. So I'm gonna laugh.
It's always been heightened though. That's the thing about it. So that's
you're going home. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'll hurt somebody for real. I gotta go home.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, my bad.
I'm looking at you, nigga.
My bad. I thought you was talking to shit.
What
I'm going to do? Nigga.
What I'm going to do?
Sit next to you.
What?
Tracy McGrady, mad cocked-eyed, nigga. You know this. nigga shit cocked like a pistol, nigga.
And you got mad at me about talking about Candace, and you over here.
I didn't say that, T-Man.
Oh my God,
Kobe.
So unnecessary. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna handle myself accordingly. It depends on what the situation is. Listen, it takes a lot to get me out of my characters. Like I was talking to somebody last night, or that might have been Saturday. Anyway, it takes a lot, and I know it wasn't on Saturday. It was after that. So I was talking to somebody about the protest that's been going on, and I was comparing it to when I was out there all the time during Trayvon Martin, during Mike Brown, things like that. So, and I was saying we was in Centennial Park, we was in these same spaces, but it didn't escalate to rioting. And that's why I was saying this is what was different. We we talked about it on Saturday as well. But the biggest change that we did during that time was stopping traffic on the interstate. And you all remember what a big deal that was. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. What is this supposed to do? What is this changing in it?
Right.
And now look at it. You see what I'm saying? So I actually am appreciative of the escalation. Not the looting, that don't count, because that's not even us all the time. And arson. Hey, man. But what I'm talking about is the escalation of the pursuing.
I want you to get them Nike boots.
What you mean?
I don't give a fuck if they. I'm gonna keep it G with you, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I want y'all to take all they shit.
But they're not taking all they shit, taking all our shit. That's the difference.
What is all our shit, not?
They're talking about the stores in our neighborhood. You know this. Stop playing.
Sir.
You know exactly when they're hitting us up.
Is slutty vegan still alive? Absolutely. They ain't touched none of that. They ain't touching none of these black-owned businesses.
You could downplay it all you want.
They ain't touching none of these black businesses.
They did.
Ain't a Wendy's alive that's owned or black-owned.
I'm not talking about just Atlanta either.
I'm just saying in general.
So
go get what the fuck you want to get.
No,
you know why? Because they've been telling you niggas for years you couldn't have it. So have at it.
Who was they? Who was they?
Bro, you serious right now?
Yeah, are you serious right now?
Man. I'm not doing this with you.
Oh, now he want to back down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked him about what he's talking about. Now he want to back down.
Because see, this is what I'm talking about. There's no need to argue with niggas that know what time it is, bro.
No, because you know
what fucking time it is, man.
What is it? What is the point?
What is the point? You know what time it is out here in these streets, nigga.
Listen,
you be out here all the time.
Listen, man.
You
That's
know
why I
damn
know.
well these
That's why I know.
these folks don't want people in their neighborhoods, don't want people in their stores.
And which is why I
telling
asked
you
who
don't
was
go
they.
in our stores.
A minute ago,
Follow these niggas around their stores.
you was talking about in our neighborhoods. Now you talking about they neighborhoods. That's why I asked you who is they.
I'm talking about if you go in Macy's, get you a whole outfit. Fuck these niggas.
But that ain't what you said at first.
That
ain't what he said at first. That ain't what he said at first.
What Knots was saying don't just make sure you don't fuck up the black people shit.
Bro,
that's all.
It wasn't that hard.
I didn't
think it was that difficult.
I think what
what
Les is saying is fuck up all them other people shit.
You know what fuck I'm talking about, nigga.
Don't fuck
all of these niggas that follow you around in Macy's. Go and get you 2, 3, 4 Rockawares, nigga.
Nigga, if you walk out of Macy's with a motherfucking Rockaware, nigga,
anyway,
I just wanted to specify.
Here's my question.
Where that vocal at? I'm trying to go get me a vocal.
That's right there. That's right there.
I'm trying to be all next summer. I'm trying to be Nelly in the versus battle.
Just so we're clear. I love the Midwest y'all movement, but y'all niggas is still on hip hop restrictions. Y'all niggas not allowed to be rapping out here.
They said Nelly was messing up because he had his Band-Aid on in the
Yo, shit. That shit's terrible. Worst verses ever.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't the worst. The worst was Sean Garrett in the Dream. That was the worst.
Man.
Sean Garrett in Dream did one?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Sean Garrett was fucked up out his mind.
I missed that one.
Oh,
that was one of the earlier ones. That was like
early.
the second
and third one.
Well,
yeah.
that's why I didn't catch that wave. No, thank you.
But dude,
oh man,
because Sean Garrett was popping shit leading up to it. So Dream was like, "Okay, fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah.
And then Dream had to wait damn near an hour for that nigga to get on live. And when he got on live, like I believe, honestly, no bullshit, I believe Sean Garrett has a drinking problem. I think he does. I don't know.
Hey,
so I don't know. But all I'm saying is, put it like, no, I'm not editing shit because if you ever go and see it, it was a bunch of notable people like, yo, get the cup away from this nigga.
Bro, there's a lot of people in Atlanta that are famous that have drinking problems.
Absolutely.
And we've interviewed
a
couple of them.
Of course.
So we're not going to burn
We tell
those
niggas to drink up all the time.
Okay.
But
let's hit the fucking button on that.
All I'm saying is it was a time to see. And
all I'm saying,
it was comedy, and I think that right after that was round one of Teddy and Babyface because Teddy ain't have his voice box shit.
Man, Teddy whooped that nigga ass. Teddy whooped that nigga ass.
All I was saying was Ludacris and Nelly was not the worst one. That's all I was saying.
Luda and Nelly was funny as shit because Luda's face every time Nelly got geeked, Luda was like, "What the hell is this?"
Bro, why? I just be wanting to know why.
He just sit there and then he come back in. Yeah, but so let me do this.
He was so fucking hype, bro.
My nigga was standing up, sitting outside, and was sitting on chrome. Like, this nigga had his shirt off. He came out to Jersey.
Bro,
like
LL Cool J Jr. be doing way too much sometimes, bro.
Yo,
but
he was preparing for a tour.
I'm gonna get back to the question. You said Karen, right? You said Karen.
Yeah.
That's where we were at.
Wow. Well, we got 10 minutes.
Moderator.
So, Karen.
Yes, Karen.
I would love for black people to not interact with them, and the reason I say this is because their only objective is to fuck with us now. Like I know some Karens come out there and it be organic because that's the be they fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I see the Bob nigga,
yeah, there's certain Karens that's just a part of their makeup.
Part of their makeup.
But then you have Susan over here who wants to be Karen, and then she's now,
she want her moment in the sun.
Right, she's trying to get views.
Like I want us to avoid at all costs that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know you can just walk away from that shit and keep it moving, please do.
Like white dude, we just talked about white dude that got mollywopped. If you see that video, all he wanted was to be on video.
Of course.
Because he was talking to the person videoing him. He was like,
course.
why are you following me? Now they having a
Of
back and
course.
forth. He's still following the black kids. He's doing that
But-
so he can be famous. He got famous for the wrong goddamn reason.
Right.
But the question is, what would
I
Les
need to
do,
see
right?
this Molly
Right.
Whopping,
What
yeah.
would you do?
What would Les do? Oh man, I'm probably going to jail, y'all.
So how you gonna tell other people to walk away, but
Probably
you?
going to jail, man.
I'm done.
Hold on,
I told
time out,
you,
time out.
be
Listen,
self-aware. That's why I said my ass don't go out in the street.
Time out.
Because I know what's going to happen.
I want you to understand something.
know
I don't want people hearing me say y'all go out there and go and whoop them, and then somebody get in trouble. I don't want that. I can only speak for me and what I would do. If I'm talking to the masses of whoever's listening to me, I want y'all to be safe and understand what you're dealing with. So don't do that. But for me,
You going to jail?
for less, I'm gonna go and give you what you want.
You gonna give Karen what you
I'm
want?
gonna give her what you want. You know, because it's been a long time, and this needs to be a subject coming up, that white women have started a lot of black people problems that people don't want to address. I want to tell you something right now. All of the shit that goes on, from Emmett Till dying to this young brother with Amy Cooper, it's the same shit. It hasn't stopped. You know, so in that little space that we can operate around certain white women, I want you to be aware of where you stand at in the world, and don't do anything to you to jeopardize your safety or your freedom. But for me, I have bail money. I have a wife that's going to come get me out of jail. I'm going to go and let you have it.
Yeah.
What exactly are you gonna let her have?
Everything I got in my clip, whether it's me yelling at this bitch or me running you over, because I just seen a motherfucker.
All right.
Hold on. I just seen a motherfucker stand in front of a black woman and her kids and wouldn't let her out of the parking lot.
Oh, they do that on regular.
You understand what I'm saying?
They be daring you.
Like,
Yeah.
what in what world do you live in where you think you can force me to be in a place where I don't?
That's
That
why
is
I
the
said.
essence
Oh,
of
where we're
Karen.
That's why I agree with you. I know that I do what you would do. That's why I can't go nowhere. Because see, I'm
all
on
I'm
paper.
saying
Can't
is
nobody come bail me
be
out.
aware.
I'm going to prison.
Be aware of where you're at and what you're doing.
Buddy. Because if I go to prison for beating up somebody white, I'm about to get beat up by every white officer in there.
We
I
going
gotta
to
go.
prison. So listen, I got one last thing
Hey,
I need to address, right?
We got.
I know we're finna wrap this shit up, right? There's a young man named Daniel Shaver. Daniel Shaver was working out of town, and he's not a black man. Daniel Shaver is actually a white gentleman.
I was about to say a name like Schaefer.
Correct.
Go ahead. My bad.
Somebody in a hotel where he was staying at, this is 2016, I believe. He was staying there for work. He had a pellet gun to kill rats with, because he's an exterminator. They called the police on him, said he had a rifle. Him and his wife are coming back into the building. As they turn the corner, the police are standing there. And the policeman literally baited this young man the whole time. Get down on the ground or I'm going to shoot you. Shut up and do what I tell you or I'm going to shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
He is literally begging the police officers, please do not shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything. Please don't shoot me. He gave him 15 movements that he needed to do to not get shot.
Mm-hmm.
He says, get to your knees, leave your legs crossed. He does that. He said, if you fall forward, fall flat on your face, is what the police officer is saying. And so he says, interlock yourself and come to your waist and move up. He couldn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
He literally fell, and he tries to catch himself as any normal human being would and put his hands down.
Yeah.
Right? Shot this man. And a grand jury said the officer
Acted.
didn't do anything wrong and let him off. And this officer just got rehired in a new state. And I say this to say, when you guys are talking about not defunding these police and not having real police reform, I want you to understand this isn't just a community problem within the black community. It's prevalent because we get killed at a higher rate. We get killed at a higher rate, but it's a problem for you all too. I wish and I hope that COVID hits a second wave so you can see many more deaths of how these police are actually doing things or have done things in the past. I don't like it. I don't want anybody dying for absolutely no fucking reason. White, black, green, purple, blue. Right? So I know you may have family members that are policemen, but it is time for police reform. There is no other way. There's no other way. If you guys are going out there to vote and your candidate is not talking about police reform, you may need to rethink what you are voting for. I am off my high horse. That is all that I have. This has been Les Cook. We tell you all the things that you think you know.
And all the shit you need to know.
Need to know.
Talk to him.
I was still stuck in what he was saying, so I was late. My bad. That's all.
It's all right.
I was.
It's all right.
Tell them where they find you at, homie.
At DJ Knots, DJ Ken OTT. I remember my question.
Next time.
Nah, because it's gonna be done by next time. So the thing of it was, how are we celebrating Juneteenth? You over here talking about Karen for 15 minutes.
You tell me where.
Listen.
Tell me where to be.
I should say how we celebrating. I got options. Follow me at DJ Knots.
There we go.
I'm posting, I'm sharing all that good stuff.
There
but
we
yeah,
go.
my question was about Juneteenth and because slavery. So yeah, that's how we
shit
leave
real.
it.
There you go.
That shit real. Jay, talk to him.
Y'all know where to find me at J_Fleming. Make sure you follow the page at Let's Cook. Make sure you follow all of our streaming services. Where we get streamed at. I'm getting it all out the way so that way you can go ahead and do your thing and y'all can do your thing. Okay. Spreaker, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud,
45, 47.
Google Podcasts. We have you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Instagram, all that good shit. Shit, what's happening?
Shit. What up, Dread? On Instagram. Most active there. Don't follow my Twitter, my Facebook, none of that.
At Always Say Less on Instagram, Les Johnson on Facebook. There are going to be many new ventures that are popping off. Please, if you have not, go subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And then after you subscribe to the Let's Cook podcast, go subscribe to Nightly News. And then after that, you go fuck with DJ Knots and get down with the Gooder team. And then get down with the motherfucking
Hip Hop Gets Back.
Oh, and then what else?
And then you really pause for applause. Then there's my my business. If y'all need someone to talk to, I do that as well. KJN Legacy. I'm also running for president in 2028. So we might as well
I'm going
start.
vice president.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? Light skin, dark skin.
Get him.
I'm campaign manager.
I'm dark skin. He light skin. We gonna make this shit happen.
She gonna be.
I'm the campaign
manager.
I will be launching a pirate radio station soon.
Wait, you serious? I'm about to say wait. It's not real.
I'm dead ass with you.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass with you. So please subscribe, motherfuckers.
Leave some comments, some questions. We need some engagement. We'll talk to them. We'll answer the questions. Let us know what you think about the show.
Yeah, holla at us.
Well,
Man.
that's your
You
part,
know what
nigga.
I'm saying?
You say
All
that. You say that.
Tell them.
Go
I'm
for
just
it.
saying, let us know what you think about the show.
Holla at a player when you see me on the street, Trick. Yeah.
Holla at a player.
Y'all, this has been Les Cook, man. We'll holla at y'all.